Hello, everybody, and welcome to another week of Imagine If Live Talk Show. You have me, your host, Armani,
And I'm Incognita.
and today's topic is going to be about equal rights. We felt the need to discuss this because we noticed as women, we do not feel like we receive equal rights. We noticed that being black women as well, we do not receive equal rights when it comes to employment, when it comes to our schools, when it comes to our income, when it comes to politics. So we just decided that this would be a good topic to talk about, just because we do feel like with the amount of effort we put into the community, to the world, everybody, we should be treated equal.
I agree with that. Like we should be treated equally, and the reason why as well, I wanted to kind of touch on this topic a little bit is just from personal experience that I've had in the healthcare field. As far as trying to receive the proper medical treatment that I went to seek, and just hearing stories from other women that I know personally and their experiences with healthcare, and that's kind of what we're going to talk about it today. And as Samani stated, as well as equal rights as far as how Black people in general are treated compared to our counterparts.
Exactly. So I noticed like when I go in my kids' schools, it's a lot of like black and Hispanic kids in the school. And it's not because, that's where we choose to put our school, but that's where they have it, where they're able to register and sign up in. And then if you want them to go branch off to a different school, either you have to live in that area or you have to apply 6 or 7 years in advance. It's just extremely difficult to get your kids in a school system that you think would be a diverse school system versus seeing everybody in the classroom is the same color or with the same background. Um, and that's mainly the reason why people try to get their kids in different schools so they can just learn how to deal with different people versus just your own kind. And they don't give us the opportunity. We feel like if they did give us the opportunity, they could see how unique we are and see the similarities that we all have. You know, we all like sports, we all like food, we all same stuff pretty much. We like to live our best lives, right? And that's something that we all have in common. So we don't understand the reason why we're segregated so much. Um, and we trying to find out if you guys have any answers to that, maybe, or if you know any ways that we could try to come together and change that. Speaking from my own experience, when it comes down to looking for a job, I've noticed every job I've mainly worked for, who was the manager? Why is it not equal amount of black managers? And then when we do get a black manager, like I remember when my ex boyfriend mom was a black manager, but she was from Jamaica. They basically pay her the same thing they would have paid a new hire the whole time because she was one a minority and two she was not of their race. I hate to say it like that, but that's really how it's been planned out. And unfortunately, this person is not. He wasn't a black. He was not a Caucasian. He was actually a black person, just taking advantage of the system, basically taking advantage of the opportunity. And that's normally how people do. It's like the rich must stay rich and the poor must stay poor, and that's how they happen.
The management, upper management like us. But that's one thing I can say about when my company I worked for was merged and brought out by another company that is from the South. Most of their leadership, when they came into the company to introduce themselves and explain, what their business model was like, most of the leadership were black women, and it made me feel, it's a good feeling to know, like, okay, well, hey, they got sister girls, like everybody higher up that came in so far is a black woman, natural hair, and melanin popping, like that's what's up. Like, we need more diversity that brings us so segregated because this company that took over my company, they're headquartered in North Carolina. And you would think that's kind of like the South, like when the South come up here, it's going to be more of them. But it wasn't. It was more like my head boss, the black man, and He's over our whole customer service departments, whatever, for across all states that we have. And then everybody he brought in, like the trainer was a black woman. Most of their team leads and supervisors were over there with black women. It was like a culture shock a little bit because in Wisconsin and Milwaukee, we're not used to that. We're used to, our manager, supervisor. There's nothing wrong with that. If you work hard for your position, more power to you. But it seems like it's easier to get that position if you are not a color versus if you are a black person. And that's just being real.
Yeah. And I've seen people like my mom going to places with master degrees and be turned down just because of her. And someone who has an associate or a bachelor degree will get the position. And I do feel like, this is stuff that we should actually start lawsuits for. And I feel like we should speak. I feel like we should protest. And I've had someone come to me and tell me that African Americans have speak. And it's because that we don't fight for our 40 acres.
And it's not even necessarily that we don't fight for our 40 acres and our mules. It's that we're content with what we're handed to us. Back in the day, like, we were powerful people, Black Wall Street, they worked their way up. They didn't wait for the man to come and give them an opportunity. They built their community up from the ground up themselves, and they gave each other the community. We don't stick together like that no more, and I think that's our biggest problem. We wanna insert ourselves into their spaces.
Everybody want to be better than the next person. I've had somebody tell me the other day that I felt like I was better than them. And I want to say, if I ever did that to anybody that I know, I will 100% apologize. And I want anybody that I ever made feel like I was better than. Let me explain something to you. I know for a fact, just with all our friends that we hang out with, our family members, that God got a way of balancing everybody's life. And if He was to put you in a position and you lose sight of position, He has His way of bringing your ass back to reality, right? And with that being said, I've had moments in my life where I feel like I've succeeded by myself, and I wasn't giving God the praise that I need to give Him, and I was put on my butt, right? So that's to say, okay, they're not better than us, honestly. They're really not. It's the opportunity that they're given, and I can't say God giving them that opportunity, but it should be equal. It should be an equal way of living. It should not be one person living better or we are excluded from living this way. It shouldn't be that. We put a lot of effort into this world. We put a lot of growth. We put a lot of change in the world, and they really love us and they need us. Without us, what do you guys have? A boring world. Like I see people every day. We have my job, and this is the second floor right here is the marketplace. And every day I'm not lying to men. I think he's black every day. He come in and sound like us. The thing is, he got the money to pay for a $3,000 to $7,000 office every month, and they make sure we don't have that type of money. They try to keep us in. If we gotta go rob, steal drugs, all this kind of stuff.
But that's just it. We don't. Like, we are so conditioned to think that we can't have this, but we can. We can have anything we put our mind into. Like, look at you, for instance. Like, you are getting your licenses, you can start different businesses, you have to drive, the willpower, and you want it. That's all it. That is really all it is. Like, yeah, of course, it's going to be some doors closing on the way, but you have to keep pushing yourself. You have to keep trying. You can't just give up and say, "Oh well, the white man don't want me to have it, so I'm just not going to have it." I mean, that's, we put ourselves in certain situations and conditions, and we are content. Like you're content with where you're at now.
And then again, okay, and like in her case, okay, when you are given blessings, she used that blessing to extend her education. So it's never settled. So you never settle. You always go forward. You always seek more. And that way, even if they do try to take whatever you have going for yourself at the moment, you always have a backup. Never. And then another thing, everybody that's listening, which we thank you guys for watching. We thank you guys for your support. We need your support. If you looking at this right now, please like, share, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Imagine it, please. The reason why we're saying that is because we know that we're getting a little bigger on YouTube. So people on YouTube is starting to hear us, see what our movement, and it's making an effect. It's more people on YouTube than they allow us to have on any other channel that we have. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's harder to get those people. But on YouTube, if you're watching a video, it automatically pops up a next video. And if you guys subscribe, it'll just share it. We'll get more, and we appreciate that. It's not nothing about money because we're not receiving any money for this. This is just a passion of ours, and we appreciate it. But going to say, um, you cannot settle. You need to get out of the mind frame of going to work every day and making somebody else's dream successful. I need everybody in the world that's in poverty right now to think bigger, get outside of this box. It's okay if you have a job because it takes money to make money, but you gotta learn how to get an independent and going to somebody's job where they can come tell you, "Oh, you fired." If you are in that position and have multiple jobs, don't just have one because you don't want to be like getting a car note or something and like fire or just continuously to live paycheck to paycheck because that's how they want. And unfortunately, we are still in captivity. We are still in slavery. So that's why they are above us right now. And I'm not saying it as if it's a bad thing because it was. It was one of our curses. But if you want to get out of it, you need to seek not only knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but you also got to seek independence. In order to be independent, you need knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in order to be successful. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. You can't just wake up as a D boy and say, I'm gonna open up a business and make it successful. I'm telling you right now, without a powerful woman behind you that was working, that can tell you how human resource work. You know what I'm saying? You need that kind of stuff. I realize I'm thankful for working because without working, no business would be successful. Because I wouldn't know how to operate a business. I wouldn't know how to set out a plan. I wouldn't have known that. So I'm thankful for the years I put into the field. You know what I mean? So now I can go say, oh yeah, I want to open my own, and I know how to organize and work. You know what I'm saying? Move my business, market, and everything. But you have to put your own, like she said, never stop. Don't give up. Just keep on going. But you need your own, though. You know. So I don't know what it's gonna take for people to get their own, but I know that's the first step. And then, like she said, supporting each other. That's really big. Like I noticed that we'll go do Greek fest and we ain't Greek. We'll do Italian fest and we ain't Italian. You know what I'm saying?
But how many people went to African Culture Festival that was at Roundier Park last weekend?
What?
How many people went to that?
We not in tune with ourselves. We don't support ourselves. How many people go to the black businesses that's open? When I open up my business, how many people gonna really come out and support?
And that's the biggest issue with Milwaukee. I don't know if it's necessarily the crab in the bucket thing, but like I said before, we so much want to be accepted by other cultures and assert ourselves in their spaces that we ignore our own spaces. Like we can be great as well if we insert ourselves in our own spaces. Like stop looking for acceptance for somebody who doesn't want to accept you, and go start celebrating your people who are want to be celebrated.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm not gonna say, you can't find support outside of your own community because I have a lot of different friends that I really appreciate, and we are good. We bond, we jam, we realize we eat, shit, bleed, and survive every day the same, so we don't have no differences. We understand that. When she had her kids, we both have child pain. We, have equal issues. Her man cheat on her, mine cheat on me, whatever. So there's really no difference. There's no reason for people to think that they're different than you because they're not. The only thing you guys have right now is the fact that we're in the curse. That's really the biggest difference is that we are in curse. And the only way you get out of curse, guys, for the record, is to put in that work. It's not going to happen overnight because we put in the work to get in the curse. So now you got to put in the work to get out. And I can't give you the path. I really can't because I'm not God and that for me too. But I definitely could tell you one is seeking. Seeking this you'll find. And in order to get it, you got to get up and go find it. Y'all. I can't give you the layout or a map to success. I can't because I'm still seeking it myself. But I know I put in the footwork. I put in the effort to try to go seek something better than just getting up every day, and working a 9 to 5 for some men who don't even know my middle name, who really don't know my birthday, who don't know my struggle, who don't give a fuck if I don't come to work tomorrow. All he gonna say is, "Why aren't you not there?" If I'm in an accident, he gonna say, "Are you gonna be here next week?"
I just seen a meme the other day on Facebook and it tickled me because it's so true. Like, imagine if you got at work today and the first thing that they did was clock you out. Like, it's so true. Like, you put in all this time and effort to be the best employee that you can be, and if you got tomorrow, they're just gonna clock you out and go on to the next interview to replace you.
Yeah.
It's like,
period.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's okay to put in the effort. It's okay to learn all the skills and get all the experience that you need because that is the stair step. That's the stair step to the next level, right? But you gotta know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing. And I would say the best way to find success is find a passion and try to make money out of your passion. Find something that you're great at and do it. And that's where you're gonna love doing it. Honestly. All this, I want to answer phones and I want to be a bank. You really just like being a doctor, that's a great career.
Yeah.
That's not something they can really just take from you because that's a license. You can go open your own, clinic and you don't need them.
Yeah, and let's be honest, not everybody has the entrepreneur spirit or the will to do that. That's not your lane, that's fine. But know the difference between a job and a career because it's definitely different.
That's what I was trying to get to. So yeah, she's right. Everybody don't want to like go without Medicare 401 for a few years. You know what I'm saying? Until they able to figure out how to do it. Everybody not about their life. Some people just like straight and steady lives, clock in and out, and that's fine. But still never settle either. Always try to move forward. Don't just be in the same position for 5 to 10 years and don't do nothing about it. Go move up. And if they not willing to help you, then you go find something better. Never accept nothing. And if that don't work, then you continue education. You seek better. If you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you should be in management state, either lead or management. I'm not lying. And that's how I feel. So if you not, then they not taking you serious and they not taking your experience. Because most of us in our 30s been working since we was at least 18, 19, 20 years old. So you got enough customer service experience. You got enough leader experience. You got enough skills under your belt to be somebody's manager, somebody's lead. If they don't honoring you in that way, then it's best you go find something where you will be put in or you got the opportunity to move. Do not accept dead end position. If you're in a dead position and you don't need, you need to try to find something, honestly, because it's not going to work. And be with a company that's with you. Don't be with a company that's just for their self. Your company needs to understand you just as much as you understand. And it ain't just about companies, it's about medical, it's about the police, it's about political, it's everything. This is all something they made crafty counsel on us. And it's basically designed to keep us beneath. So I'm sorry for throwing so much out of y'all at once. And it's getting dark. We decided to have it on the river today. We was going to do something upstairs, but we hungry. So we want to say thank you guys for joining us. Sis, you got something to say before we go?
No, just thank you for joining us. We'll be back next Sunday with more topics. And as always,
guys, Washington Park, August 11th, Sunday, August 11th at 2 o'clock. Washington Park, we having a Heal the Hood movement. Washington Park, Sunday, August 11th. Secure Bridges, if you want to join us and push your movement about sex trafficking, we're more than happy for you to come join us with you. We got more than enough tables. Bring your flyers, brochures, information. We need as many people as we can to push it. Imagine if we fail. Don't forget, we're doing a Heal the Hood movement, and we also trying to do a back to school drive the same day.
So, so the same day. So donations, of course, will be greatly appreciated as before.
Yes.
You don't have to break the bank. You can go to the Dollar Tree and get, pencils, crayons, as we said it before. How do we expect our kids to have a successful school year if they don't have the proper tools to be successful in class?
Yes.
So let's
take a little stress off the mothers too. Let's just think the statistics show it's way too many single mothers out here with too many burdens. Let's take one burden, a little bit of burden, even if it's just the crayon off their list. It's a help.
And it's not even just necessarily that they're single mothers. So a lot of families can't afford it. So
Yeah.
fathers, mothers, there are a lot of people can't afford it. People are living in hard times nowadays. I don't want to say the last days, but times are really hard around the board. People finding themselves in situations that they never thought that they would be in. So let's help the hood. Let's help our children. Not necessarily help the hood. Let's help our children have a successful school year. At least the first part of the school year, we can donate supplies and make sure that they're straight. At least on that part. Like I said, they can't have a successful school year if they don't have the proper tools. And it's bad enough that UPS already don't supply books anymore, don't supply pencils. My daughter came home like, I needed a pencil, and my teacher was like, I ain't got one. Like, I get you. I don't remember a day where I couldn't get a pencil from my teacher or I had to sign a pencil out. So let's make sure our babies have what they need to start the school year off right. At least, we can't help everybody, but at least let's help somebody.
Yeah. So I'm a single mother of 3 kids. And when I go get my kids book back, I'm gonna buy a good sheet 5, so I can give somebody at least 5 kids a dish.
Yeah. And you know what? The Goodwill sell book bags now too. I seen the I was up. Yes, I go to the Goodwill, and I seen some book bags at the Goodwill last school year. So I mean, it's really cheap.
Old book bags that's in good condition.
No, they have brand new book
No,
bags.
I'm telling people, if you got an old book bag that's in good condition, wash them and bring them to us. Even if you can't wash them, just bring them to us. I'm gonna have them in a container. I'm scared of bed bugs, so I'm gonna put them in a container. I'm gonna container, put my box up and nail it up. I'm gonna take it to the laundromat and wash them, and I'm gonna get them out. So we might have another movement again. Once again, if everything come in later. Right now, for sure, we got a Heal the Hood movement in Washington Park, July 11th. Please come. Imagine if we tell join our movement and secure bridges. If you want to join us, sex trafficking is a big situation. We need to talk about it. I'm all about helping and supporting. Please come on out. We got more than enough tables. Come on out. Thank you guys.
And always, I'm sorry. Last thing, because we losing our light. But Carol Starters, Helping Hands. If you need your family, loved ones, need home health care, why don't you holler at Carol Starter, Helping Hands? We are on Facebook. We also on Instagram, and we'll have information on that as well. August 11th at Washington Park. So come out and support.
All right, and then again, if you're watching, like, share, subscribe, follow Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Imagine If Live Talk Show. Thank you guys so much for your support. We greatly appreciate you. We're nothing without you. Join us next Sunday.